So I know we asked this earlier, but we'll go ahead and ask it again. We've had a few people join us since. Who has already watched episodes 1 and 2 of Bloodline of the Grid? Everyone? All right, so if you're not raising your hand, do yourself a favor. Watch it as soon as you can. It's such a good show. I know I'm biased, but like, separate me from the equation. Just watch it. Trust me, you're not gonna regret it. And if you regret it, booth 525. Kidding. No,
find Jimmy.
You know what? Go blame me. Yeah. So we're gonna get. Huh? Yes.
If you go to bloodlineofthegrid.com, you'll see both episodes there. So there's 2 episodes there, and then if you want to really dive in, we have the extended universe, which is 4 different series all within. But Bloodline, I'm going to say this, best episode we put out was Bloodline Up 2. I loved it to death. It was amazing. Yeah.
And I'm going to say this, we wouldn't have the extended universe if it wasn't for this guy and these individuals right here. Yeah. So shout out to the Power Rangers.
Very true. Very true.
So just show of hands, who was at the panel this morning? So we had a 10 a.m. panel for Extended Universe. Okay, cool. So thank you for coming back. You guys are amazing. Yeah. So we're going to go ahead and get started now, and I'm going to start off with introduction. So starting with Colin and working our way down, can you let us know what your name is, what character or characters you play?
Yeah, my name is Colin K. Bass, and in Bloodline, I play Sam O'Neill, just future version of Shattered Past Sam O'Neill, the Omega Ranger, but I am the R1 Omega Ranger.
Yeah.
Very cool.
Hey, what's up, everybody? I'm DJ Rivers. I play TK Johnson, and I'm the co-writer and director of Bloodline of the Grid.
Hi, we were just discussing stuff over there. My name is Chris Caveman Lee, and I'm Andros. Y'all remember me. I was Andros way back when. I'm Andros still.
Who?
They know. You all know.
Yeah, that's a reaction.
Awesome. My name is Roger Velasco, and I enjoy long walks on the beach. Just kidding.
It's true.
I play Hunter. I do, right? I'm always at the beach.
I've seen your Instagram.
Yeah, I'm always at the beach. I ran into that one. And I play Hunter RX, and I'm coming for you, Red Raiders.
Yes, sir.
Saving the best for last, so. Oh. Okay. Justin Emo, also known as Zane, but I play Commander Zane. So
Yeah.
got a very important role.
He got promoted.
Zane, yeah.
I am Patrick David. I play Psycho Red, newly renamed or named Virgil.
Yeah.
So, as someone who grew up watching in space, this feels kind of surreal.
Get up here.
Okay.
We were
Last minute. So
Yes.
this is John Tiang. He plays Vincent Reyes. He's also our stunt choreographer. He's part of our projects, big part of the team. Give it up for John, guys.
Yeah. Woo!
He's my sensei.
He's our sensei for sure.
All right. So thank you all for being here. Not just you guys up here, but you guys out here, because it'd be really awkward if we were just up here by ourselves. So thank you so much. But I do have a few questions I want to ask, and afterwards I want to definitely open up for some fan questions or audience questions, I should say. So if you have questions, have those ready. But I will start off with DJ, Mr. DJ. So you wear a lot of hats, both physically and metaphorically. We play a lot of roles. I just want to make sure.
Direct too.
So earlier he was like, I write, direct, I'm TK Johnson, but he does a lot more than that. And I want to make sure that you get appreciated for the work that you do, because you put a lot of work. So 2 things. Can you tell people everything you do? That'll fill up an hour.
We don't have enough time.
Okay, tell us a few things, that for sure that you do, because you put so much work that's not on that credit scroll. And I want to make sure you get that recognition, because it's a lot. And 2, what are they doing out there? And 2, how do you find the time to do everything?
I don't. I'll answer first. I'm pretty sure I call Colin all the time, just like venting and crying. So there's that. Also, Daniel Castro, my big brother in the audience. He's also our prop maker, set handler, project manager, multi-talented dude. That's true, but he also made the Megazord in Power Morphicon, so talented dude.
Yeah, he creates something from nothing, pretty much.
That's
what
exactly
he does.
it.
It's amazing.
Long story short, So the writing, sure, the directing, I do the assembly and editing. Much more talented people than me do the special effects. Talented, I do a lot of the notes for the music. To be honest with you, it's a lot of stuff. I put hands in things, and but yes, I don't have the time to do it.
There it is.
I can't text DJ anymore because I'm busy. I love you, DJ.
Away from office is a constant. Yeah.
Yeah, no. I just want to make sure you get recognized for that because we've had conversations where he's like, dude, like I love it. It's a labor of love, like for real. I just want to make sure you get recognized. Another person that I want to make sure gets recognized is Colin. We kind of teased it earlier. If it wasn't for the Power Rangers Extended Universe, like this might not be a thing. So I just want to ask Colin, how'd you convince Chris and DJ to let you add it to the PREU?
Oh, I guess it just kind of happened naturally. Bloodline was like DJ hit me up to be Sam again in Bloodline, and I was so excited. I was like, "What? I get to act with Andros?" And I didn't know anything else. I just also DJ and I kind of a blind loyalty. But then when it came to Bloodline and we were doing Rise, we're doing First Ninja, and we're doing Shattered Past, it just made sense to connect them all under one big umbrella. And the name wasn't going to be like Power Rangers Colinverse. I was like, no, let's do it the extended universe. And it really helps us all become more and bigger, and each show helps the other show. So I don't know there's much convincing. When I first went on set, Chris came up to me with a very warm shot of Jack. Yes. And we had a drink, and I was just like,
yep,
I think that you and I are going to get along really well. And so then the extended universe just kind of happened because we all got along, and we all wanted to work together to create something bigger, something more.
Wait a minute. That's the way you guys convinced me, too. You guys got me hammered.
I know. That's why we do it.
That's the
how
MO,
we do
huh?
it. That's what we do.
Be careful, audience. You're about to join, too.
Now that I think about it, I was at the Nerdbot house, and I was given a shot of peanut butter whiskey. He's like,
I'm going to tell you
moderate
this
the
right
panel?
now. That is everyone's origin story, okay? Just Chris coming up to us with like a shot of Jack. Thank you.
Just everyone up here is at least 21. Just another reminder. So my question is for Chris. So what was that conversation like with you? Because this has been something that's been, in the making for as long as I've known you. Like, how did you feel about, Colin and DJ kind of taking the realm and kind of running with it and helping you create this baby?
The original idea of Bloodline had kind of hit a wall for a very long time. It just wasn't like there was a basic core idea of what was going to happen, but it just wasn't moving anywhere. It wasn't like getting forward fast enough or anything. And I, started talking to DJ about it, and DJ's my little brother, and we were like, you want to act in it? And he was like, yeah. And then that turned into sometime down the road, do you want to direct and yada yada. But he was the connection to Colin and Nerdbot. So like DJ was, because I would not have known them. I don't know them. I didn't know them personally at the time. Sure. So DJ was like the way to get us all together and get us all working together. So again, like even more shit that he does and doesn't get any recognition for him, he does everything. So this is a wonderful man. Please clap a lot, loud. Thank you. Yes.
And he handles attention really well, right, guys? He's so good at it.
He loves the attention. He's melting.
He's about to turbo speed out of here real quick.
So this question is a continuation. This is for the veterans here. So we got Chris, we got Roger, Justin, Patrick. So obviously you kind of came from working on the show, and now you're working on this project. What's the difference there, and what's it like working with a bunch of fanboys?
Hey, whoa.
Well put.
We are professionals.
Professional fanboys.
Professional fanboys.
No, that's professional fanboys.
Our new web series, Professional
Fanboys, yeah. For me, I'm going to say this. This isn't like working with, obviously, like Saban or, Disney or whoever was running Power Rangers at whatever time, because when they're running it, you don't have any say in what your character can say or do, what they look like, whatever, we obviously have all the say in what we're going to do with our characters, and we want Raj, we want Justin and Patrick to be like, hey, I don't think my character would wear that. I don't think my character would say that. I don't think my character would whatever. It doesn't matter. So we want them to be like, no, this is your character. We're just giving you the story and what we're doing with it right now. So work with that. So a lot more freedom a hell of a lot more freedom.
Yeah, I mean, I didn't see any of these guys like fanboys or nothing. I just thought, man, I first of all, I like what they did, episode 1, and then when I showed up to set, they were all professionals, and we knocked it out. It was incredible what they created. So it's awesome. It's a great set, very professional. But I like the fact that, yeah, like Chris said, that we have a little bit of saying, and we can control, the growth of our character. So, for example, for me, I told Chris, all right, I'll be part of it. One condition. I want to be. Okay, I can't say that word. I want to.
Yes, you can.
Yes, you can.
You can totally say it.
Cover your ears. I want to be a badass. You got to make me a badass. If you want me to be part of this, I want to be a badass. Make me a badass. So they created Hunter RX. So yeah.
Yeah, we
Been
just
great.
said, done. You got it.
Yes, sir.
And then everything that I kind of recommended, he's like, perfect. That's exactly what I was thinking. So he's like, we're right on point. Yeah.
I would say the difference was being able to do what you want to do to an extent, because my first episode coming to life as a hologram was interesting. I literally set up a green screen in my kitchen, taped my phone to a stick that was taped to the ladder, and filmed it, and then sent it to them, and they said, okay, well, yeah, but you need like 6 more angles. Okay, so I'll do it again, 6 more angles. And it's like, well, you got to give time in between what you're saying so that they can say what they got to say. Okay, let's do that again. Well, you forgot that other angle. Shit, let's do it one more time. Now, can you act like, this is maybe a little more important or something? It's like, all right, fine. If you were here directing this, that would be great. But since you're not paying me like Saban did, I'll do exactly the way you need it. As long as I get to be a hologram. And it worked. So I'm very happy. And then part 2 is even better. So if you haven't watched part 2, you're missing out. And part 3, you don't want to miss that.
We bring in the fire, part 3. Yeah.
What was the question again? Because the answers kind of changed as it kind of came down the line.
It's a game of telephone. It just goes its way down. No, the question was, what's it like in comparison to working with Saban to working with people who were fans of the show?
Oh, totally different. I didn't even know anything at Saban. They just gave me the lines and we just did it. But with this, I mean, what? A little more adult, yeah. But I mean, we have say, like you said, we have say with what our character would do or wouldn't do, and like you just brought out, we had no say over with Saban. So a lot more fun too.
Did anyone see that big dinosaur that's leaving
Yeah,
right
big
now?
dinosaur.
There's a large dinosaur that just walked in and
That's
then just.
we were-
Oh,
you-
wait a minute. Nope, there he is. Hi, dinosaur. Hey.
Wow.
Love doing
Selwyn?
Jurassic Park Dominion.
This isn't Mighty Morphin. This is Bloodlines.
Wrong season.
We're way
Yeah,
beyond
we don't mess with
Okay.
dinosaurs over here.
100%. We're just like, is that dinosaur with
That's
you?
awesome.
No, is
Who brought the dinosaur?
a T-Rex with you? No.
So who parked the dinosaur
I'm
outside?
sorry, Patrick. I'm so sorry, Patrick. The dinosaur.
Patrick, is that your dinosaur?
Sounds like.
The psycho sword. So this question is actually for John. John, so you are playing double duty here. So you are the stunt coordinator, and sometimes, especially with Power Rangers, the fight scenes tell a bigger story than the actual story. The dialogue itself. So it's a 2 question. So one, how do you take that message that's being given to you by the writing team or the writer and translate that into the choreo? And then 2, how do you manage to do that and play the role of Vincent Reyes?
First of all, thank you for asking these questions.
Thank you.
First, I usually create the fights as I would do it, right? So I created a skeletal structure of what I imagined the fights would be, and then DJ, who I would partner with, and see what works, what doesn't work. And all he told me was, make it Power Rangers.
You know what that means.
I'm like, okay,
That's all you need to know.
that's all I need to know. So what we did was use certain moments of what you would see in a Power Ranger series, and then include it into the choreo that I created, as you can see in episode 2, and kind of make it fit each character. So DJ does a lot of fighting in this, so we made the choreo fit him, and also Chris does a couple fighting in this as well with the sword, which was amazing, by the way. Congrats. And so all I did was fit the choreo to their characters, and yeah, I think it worked out beautifully.
Yeah, I think I give you like
agree.
a baseline as far as where to go to A to B, and even when he was working with Colin, and Colin had a great scene with like fighting holograms and stuff, like destroying stuff and stuff. It was really cool. And shout out to him. He learned that the day of.
Oh yeah, and John was super patient, and DJ was like, you get more confident as the fight's going. If you guys haven't watched episode 2 yet, go check it out. But it started as me really nervous, and then ending with a big like Kamehameha wave. It was really cool.
So
Yeah,
how long
and,
did that scene take to shoot the
It was
the
an
hologram?
It was an all-day thing. I mean, we had a lot of dialogue, but the fight scene itself. John, thank you for being patient, but I was not very good. I don't know much about swordsmanship. I don't even know what to say right now. But he was so patient. He made me look like I knew what it was. So it was.
Yeah,
what would you say? Like 8 hours?
Well, here's the thing.
The
I
whole
think,
scene?
Yeah.
Well, we booked a place. We had dialogue. That's the thing. I think the action sequence probably took a handful of hours, like 3 to 4, just because we got different angles and stuff like that. But altogether that day, I'd say 7-ish. Yeah. But also just know that everybody's going to be throwing hands. Like Roger's going to be throwing hands. Justin's going to be telling people who to throw hands to, and Patrick is going to snap necks.
Andros, up here.
So
My bad.
Hey man, shout out to that Andros. Great cosplay, man. All right.
Yeah.
You look just like me.
It makes Chris want to grow his hair out again and bleach it. Right?
Yeah, didn't you have the streaks yesterday? No?
Somebody else.
Okay, I saw someone too. Okay.
so many Androses. So Colin, how tired were you after shooting that scene? Because if it was several hours of you just swinging a sword around.
Yeah, and it was the first time I met Nemo, and then we had some other people that came to set just to kind of like check in on if Bloodlines legit or not. But it's me swiping at nothing for like 3 hours. So them going,
That's
yeah.
me on Tinder.
Oh, burn on yourself.
Sorry.
But yeah, so I'm swiping the air for like 3 hours, and I'm learning as I go, right? And John was so great to teach me it all. But then afterwards, everyone's kind of like, "Yeah, you did it, Colin." And then when the episode comes out, the way it's edited and the VFX and everything,
Exactly.
that good.
Exactly.
This is what John taught.
He does his own stunts.
Mic droppingly good.
It was mic droppingly good.
So while Colin fixes his microphone, Justin, you talked about your behind the scenes, your setup of taping your camera to a stake and a ladder. So I want to hear a little bit more about some of the craziness that happens behind the scenes, that the stuff that isn't going to be in the blooper reel. The cameras aren't rolling. Can you share any funny stories from on set?
Tell us about your kitchen, Nemo.
You want the kitchen
What
scene?
kind
or
of
on
peanut butter do you
set?
have?
So, funny stuff about the kitchen scene is you'll notice it's only from the waist up because I didn't have any pants on.
Nice.
I can confirm that pants was not had.
But as far as on the sets,
You're
it
not
was,
wearing pants right
it was
now.
yeah, no pants on right now. On the set was kind of funny because Colin sat over there and you would have thought that he had like missed his medication or something because he's just constantly doing the same thing over and over. And I'm like, Colin, man, you're getting good at it, but are you almost done? But I found out that one of my friends from back in Oklahoma had actually just like the month before shot some stuff in that exact same location. So that was kind of cool. But it was just this little bitty warehouse. And when the taxi or Uber or whatever it was that dropped us off, he kind of was a little scared. He's like, "You sure this is the right place?" Like, and I said, "Well, I don't know. That's the address, but the place looks shut down." And,
That's true.
we're beating on this door that's got
We
barbed
paid extra
wire
for
across
that.
the top of it and graffiti everywhere and a couple of dead people on the side of the road. But they open the door and they're like, "Hey, look, it's lights, camera, action." So yeah, that was fun. But it was this literally like a tiny little warehouse thing, and I don't know how they were able to turn it into looking the way they did, but it was completely different. It's awesome. I mean, you guys did a wonderful job.
So no pants, tiny, scary warehouse. Everyone like his story. Right?
Very true.
Wants to do movies now.
Well, I'll tell you what. I mean, as much as it took 8 hours, at least a couple of moments because like we're doing dialogue, and the entire time Nemo is making faces at Colin or chasing Colin after cut or tripping him out. Like this boy's just doing everything.
Colin was so mad. We were shooting this scene, and I've got to like walk across the room and walk up to him, and I say something, and then he says something back to me. Well, at that point, you've got the camera angles, and they switch the angles, and you record it again from a different angle. Well, Now the camera's not looking at me and it's just looking at him, but he has to look at me. So I'm standing in front of him and he's delivering his line and he's totally in character. And I just like, I make this ugly cross-eyed
Doing
face
the most.
and everything I could do. And he just goes, I can't, Nemo, quit. They're like, we are wasting
like
film right now. Would you please stop?
Yeah, and I'm trying to impress Zane and Andros and trying to be like super legit because I have this big like ranting serious paragraph, and he was there like, ooh, just couldn't do it. But then we became really good friends after. But still, I had like tears in my eyes because I was laughing so hard.
Are there any stories?
Is there any other stories?
You got on set story over here, Patrick? On set stories.
I do have something that I could say that wouldn't go on the blooper reel. If anybody wants to hear it.
Yeah, absolutely.
Lovely. Okay, so when we shot our scene, I was talking to DJ about this earlier. I was going to bring this up at the 10 a.m. panel, but I didn't get a chance to. So I'm bringing it up now. When we shot the scene where we were on the spaceship, boy, this was fun. So it was like later in the day when we were filming that, but we had already been filming earlier in the day, and the thing that I have on my face, the eyepiece and all that. Well, we got to use like spirit gum to put that on, and then you use this specific stuff to take it off. Well, since we filmed earlier in the day and it was like 700,000 degrees outside, the tiny little bottle that we had of it exploded.
Oh, no.
So we didn't have anything left of that, and we were kind of in an area where it's like, where do we go to get more? I don't know. We don't know where to go. However, our beautiful, wonderful man over there, Daniel, he came up with a brilliant idea. Let's super glue it to your face. And that's what we did. So there's no other way to do it. That was literally what we had. And so yeah, we super glued it to my face. And here's the thing. Like putting it on my face, and like even taking it off wasn't really the worst part of it. The worst part of it was that when it went on, all of the fumes from the super glue went directly into my goddamn eyeball, and I was just sitting there like.
It worked for his character because he was just irate the entire time. Yes. What do you want, Bristol?
Yes. So,
Dad.
That was fun. So, but that's not gonna go on the blooper reel because no, I was just in too much pain for that shit.
So that sounds like an OSHA violation. So don't tell OSHA. All right.
For sure.
Wow, Jimmy.
Just don't tell him. Okay, you didn't hear anything. That is dedication, and if that's not a labor of love, I don't know what is. Like, I don't think you could pay me enough to super glue that to my eyeball. Okay. I lost some words. Are there any of the stories you want to share?
What now?
Anyone?
Anybody else?
Any of the stories? Because
Patrick?
Huh?
Oh, the sword.
Pat broke the sword on day one. Is that what you said?
Oh, yeah. It wasn't even like during filming. He was just on the side playing with the sword. It says, "What does this button do?" And it clanked.
I think
It broke the tip.
I think we broke like 3 swords so far.
I'm like,
to be
Patrick, what are you
honest.
doing?
Yeah, this beautiful psycho sword, and I never really picked one up before. Well, it's been a long time. And then so this man had this beautiful sword that he worked so hard on, and I'm sitting there, what's this? How do you do this? And just bam, right away.
I hear this sound. I
Broke
turn
it.
so fast. I'm like, Patrick. He's like, what?
Did I do that?
He's like, what? I'm like yanking it like a dad. Like, what did you learn?
so the sound of it breaking, was that his heart breaking or the
Yes.
tip of the sword breaking?
Yes.
And also, in episode 2, John had worked on some choreography for us to do where when Patrick first shows up and then he does lightning and then I do lightning back. That was not the original idea. It was actually going to be a sword fight between me and it was going to be the psycho suit. So the psycho suit actor and all that. But because the sword was in less than perfect shape after all of that, it very quickly turned into screw it, lightning. That's a lot easier.
Oh yeah, we had a.
I think it came out great. So
It did. It really came out great.
So y'all
it
owe me
works.
something.
Yes, it works.
Thank you.
It works.
I'm not giving you credit for that, man.
So as part of the extended universe, we've gotten to see, we said this earlier, 14 different returning actors from Power Rangers. a lot of them are up here on this stage. But I have a question, and I asked a similar question earlier, but I want to get everyone's answers again. Wishlist item. Who do you want to see come back into, specifically for Bloodline? I know Chris has his answer. He go last. But everyone else, who do you want to see come to Bloodline specifically?
I have a different answer for the first panel, but I think you guys will agree with me on this. Lex Lang coming back as some version of Ecliptor would be really cool.
Yes.
And like the way, oh yeah, let me call Lex right now. I do have his number.
People want it.
I was just thinking, like, in this moment, yeah, let me call my buddy Lex Ecliptor real quick. I was thinking just how we see Andros's evolution into this version of a character. What if, and this might already be written, I hope I'm not spoiling anything. What if we got to see that with Lex Lang playing the human actor version, him getting the same grid type of armored skin on him? I think that'd be really cool. Did I spoil something? I think I'm in trouble. All right, I'm out, guys. It's been real. But yeah, I choose Lex Lang. That'd be really cool.
Oh, so who would I need my dad, man.
Yeah.
We got to see.
I just saw your dad. He left.
I know. I saw my dad leave. You all saw my dad leave. So
He's just grabbing his cigarettes. Don't worry.
He's going out for milk, first of all. First of all, he went out for
He'll
milk.
be back in 20. Don't worry about it.
It's fine. It's fine. It's fine.
You know who we should have come back? Dave Fielding.
Ooh.
Yes.
You know?
So don't.
I think that would be a good call.
Just so you could kill him again.
Just so I can kill his ass all over again, yes.
DJ called him a Zordon Slayer this morning. I was like, oh, accurate. Okay.
But dude, he's proud of it. It's not an insult.
Show the Zordon Slayer tattoo, Chris, right now.
I was wondering, how are you guys going to write the turtles in? Curious.
First of all, that's happening. We've talked about it. He hates it. It's fine.
We have great
I asked
turtle
them if they want to
suits
see
at our
turtles.
disposal.
Who wants to see turtles in Bloodline?
Yeah.
There's your answer.
Thank you, guys. We want to give what the fans want.
With what? Shut up. What if Astronema has an evil child? She already does. It's me.
That's right.
So
Astronema is his mama.
So that
it
makes Andros
technicality.
my uncle, and you and I must be cousins, right? Uncle Andros.
Technically.
Who knows who?
Someone put together
What's
a
the real
family tree
bloodline
of
here?
everyone in Bloodline, like who's related to who.
Oh, it's a weird family tree, man.
That's a very weird family tree. It's a circle.
It's an infinity.
I know.
Okay.
All right. So I have a question for Roger specifically. So we get to see DJ as the in space turbo red fusion ranger. You also wore 2 helmets from both those seasons. Are we gonna get to see you suit up? And if so, what is your suit gonna look like?
You're just gonna have to tune in.
Okay.
Make sure you watch part 3 and part 4.
Trained professional right here.
Very. He's like, I signed an NDA.
Why would I spoil it for them? No way.
No. Okay, fine. Cover your ears. Spoil it for me. I want to know.
All I gotta say is, episode 2 is sick for sure, but we're gonna blow it out of the water in episode 3 for sure, and 4, 1000%.
Boom.
Beautiful.
That's because we're tired of acting like Star Wars and we're going to go into Top Gun now.
Hey,
Can we make that
listen,
happen?
Roger comes in like a badass. He wanted to be a badass. He comes in just shooting at us and just blowing us out of space. I mean, come on, man. He's a bounty hunter. He's cool.
So I have a question for Patrick as well. So you came back as Red Psycho. Right, with all the shows in the PREU, Rangers tend to evolve. Like you see, Omega go to R1 Omega. You start off as in space. You kind of have this cool transformation as well. Will we see an evolution of Psycho Red into something bigger, crazier?
You're gonna have to ask Chris and DJ.
All right, Chris and DJ, can you answer that for me?
what to do. No. We'll have a conversation about that, but our characters all have to evolve, and I hear a lot of suggestions from the fans. We'll talk about it, but definitely some kind of evolution, some kind of thing like that. Yeah.
Yes, but you have to keep in mind that nothing is larger or more evil than Patrick's ego.
Sheesh.
like nothing. Just kidding.
The battle of getting screen time.
I liked it. It was good.
So, all right. Next question is weapons. We all have great weapons. If you can have any weapon at all across the multiverse, because Colin could summon them all. We've learned this already. What weapon would you steal from another season if you had the ability to?
What is this?
Nope, dinosaurs back. There it
Is that-
Hey, shout out to
Hey, either
Tyrannosaurus.
it's either inside or outside. You can't keep coming back and forth. All right, buddy. I'm kidding. I love you.
I'm kidding.
That's what my mom used to tell me. Like it's either inside or outside. Sit down. It's okay.
I don't know if you can sit.
Do your best. The question was if you can steal everyone.
Well, that Spiral Reaver is looking pretty good right now.
But
But no, I've always been a huge fan of the Shadow Saber, and I don't have it yet in our show, but I do use it in the comics that we make. So Shadow Saber for sure for me. But like I said, that Spiral Reaver is looking pretty good right now. So
you use the Shadow Saber during your training thing?
yeah. I'm sorry, you're right. Yeah, I do have the Shadow Saber.
Like, this is exactly what you have.
Yeah, I chopped up all. That was a test for you guys, and you didn't get me.
Aha.
DJ one trivia.
So Shadow Saber for sure, and I'm lucky enough to use it.
As he knew the entire time. I've always been a fan of Zach's power axe. I don't know, some kind of combination of the power axe. It's dope, dude. It's like, I'ma cut you. Nah, you too far. I'ma blast you. Pick your poison. Shut up, man. I thought I was cool in a moment.
You're good. He's everybody tell him he's cool.
DJ, you're cool.
DJ's cool. Thank you.
Thank you.
So I've actually so this is what I'm going to keep. I want this. I'm glad I have this. However, I've talked to Daniel about it, and I talked to John about it before. What I want to do is add a chain at the end. A nice long chain to swing around and wrap up people with, and then stab the hell out of them with the pointy bit. So
The pointy
that's what I
thing.
want. So it's going to be a, yeah. It'll be like a keep. I don't know if I would say that. It's like a. Does anybody know what a kusarigama is? A kusarigama is it literally translates to chain sickle. So this would be kusariken, chain sword. That's what I want to do. I just wanted to have a long chain on the end and swing it around and look really badass.
You ready to start working that out, John?
Done.
Nice.
Done. There it is. Yes.
Nice.
Hell yeah.
I don't have a weapon in particular that I want to bring onto the show. I'm
He is the weapon.
I'm really good at all weapons, so I'm gonna bring a lot of stuff to the table. These guys have great ideas. And I'm just running. I trust these guys, so whatever they bring to the table, I'm ready to roll.
He's gonna have a lot of badass guns.
Yeah,
Yes, sir.
Really badass guns.
Weapon expert. So there's gonna be a lot of fun stuff we're gonna be blasting.
I want to have a little more telekinesis, maybe some laser out the eyes. My job.
Super Zane coming soon.
See-through clothing.
Want to be able to like
He went from Jedi to Cyclops.
blow real hard like Superman and free somebody. Let's see. I'd like X-ray vision, and I would like to travel through time.
No weapon.
We'll get right on
with
it.
one weapon. All of those with one weapon.
It's like he was sitting on Santa's lap and he was asking, "What do you want for Christmas?" I want laser eyes and freezy breath.
Travel through time. Jeez.
Well, Psychos do have laser eyes, and I want you to put them in it, please.
Yes,
I
sir.
want that added to the show because I've been waiting to go
Yes, sir.
again. Thank you.
You got it.
You got it. Laser eyes for you.
Get right on it.
I think same thing with Roger. Like I guess for my character to be able to just use any weapon and be really good at it.
So you.
So John.
So you in real
Human
life.
weapon.
John T.
Yeah.
Vincent
Me in real life.
Reyes.
Yeah, right.
Right.
Copy that.
Thank you.
All right, so we have about 15 minutes ish. So I'll leave some room for some audience questions. Did anyone have any questions they wanted to ask? All right, so I saw your hand first, and then back there, and then right here. So I'll start with you. Thank you.
Oh, you doing that?
Yeah.
So for those who didn't hear, he asked Colin, why does R1 Omega not remember TK Johnson? Because we know each other in the past, which is the Shattered Past series that he and I are in.
Yeah, we will explain that in the series finale of Shattered Past. But if you guys watch episode 2 of Bloodline, there is a moment where I'm like, I swear I know that guy from somewhere. And then Nova's like, forget about it, move on. But we do pay homage to it and we do explain it. But that's part of the extended universes. Different shows explain different things. So we do touch base on it, but the finale of Shattered Past will totally explain it. So that's great question, though.
But for the record, there is a reason.
Yeah.
But we didn't just forget. Like we just implied.
So for now, it's wibbly wobbly, timey wimey stuff.
Yes, yes. Timey wimey.
All right, and then back here, you had a question. Yes.
How did I come up with the idea of the Red Fusion Space Ranger? It started off as a character sketch for TJ, actually, who's my father, my dad, who left for milk.
Not cigarettes.
Not cigarettes. He'll be back, I promise. I believe that. So anyways, so it started off as a design for his character, which was a hybrid of paying homage to In Space and Turbo, because the fact of the matter is, he was a great Turbo leader as a Red Ranger. He was a great In Space Ranger. We wanted to play the what if he continued on that path and still was the Red Ranger, so we wanted to pay that respect. But we also wanted to, again, first African-American Red Ranger as a Turbo Ranger. And then we explored the concept of his son, and it ended up being me. So we're just like, look, let's just. Oh no!
Oh no!
Oh no!
Big bloodline.
Are you okay, buddy? Mama got him.
We're all fine.
It all worked.
We're all fine.
They're walking away now. No, really, that's happening. So, anyways, to answer your question, we wanted to pay all the respects to TJ through his son, and basically just combine that. So, paying that the entire time. So you look at him, you know it, you know what he's about. Legacy of Andros, but at the same time, son of TJ Johnson. Great question, man.
Great, awesome question. Then Two Kaiser had a question.
Daniel's got a question. Good, man. How are you?
He takes mushrooms.
All of the mushrooms. Guys, it's my secret. I take Andros mushrooms.
He enjoys natural herbs. Yes.
And both
This
for
is-
me. Okay. Honestly, I give a lot of credit to Morphicon and Unworthy. And then I would always call everything else after that was happy accidents. First Ninja was something I literally wanted to do. I thought it'd be really cool to tell the untold story of what happened before the Wind Ninja Academy. More elements, more ninjas, less spandex and rubber monsters, right? Then Shattered Past happened because we literally got stormed out of filming for a Ninja Storm series, which I just think is amazing irony. And then Rise of the Ninja happened because William Schufelt got involved. And then Bloodline happened because DJ approached me. And then the Extended Universe happened because all of these things lined up into this perfect, beautiful bubble, right? So I wouldn't say that it was one or the other. It was more like First Ninja was the catalyst of it all. Then everything else was just amazing, happy accidents that all led to where we are now. So I'm just a really happy nerd living the dream. So that's the long story short.
Nerdbot.
Yay.
Let's see,
Daniel's been having a
Daniel
question.
Prime back there. What was your question?
I started off as a fan getting invited to set. What I've seen is Chris being a beast in 100-degree weather all day, putting super glue on his face. I see, passionate Justin traveling from out of state, or not back, but some of you guys travel from out of state to be here to film. DJ has no time. We've talked till 3 in the morning sometimes just of what it takes to make this. Colin, we've spoken many times about this project. We filmed in a garage one day. Why do you guys do this for the fans? Like, what motivates you now that you're a family to move forward? Because no one is getting paid for this.
Why do we do this? I'd like to. I'll keep it real short, and I know I've talked a lot already. I've made some of the best friends and family and like-minded people that I've ever met in my whole entire life, And the opportunities in those relationships are why I do it.
That's a good answer.
If you can work on a set like Turbo for 16-hour days, this is nothing. No problem. On 130 degree weather in Death Valley, shooting, like, yeah, where you drink water, and don't go to the restroom. You drink water all day because it's that hot. Yeah, so this, the garage thing was fun, by the way. Yeah, this guy's brilliant. But yeah, it's just, that's just what we do. I mean, I can say for me, this is what we do. So people think it's like glamorous, and then, you see all the lights and the helmets and all that stuff, right? But what we don't see is what we go through, and there's a lot to it, There's a lot of pain, there's a lot of, tired days, and you don't want to, when you don't want to do it, you don't want to get up, we're driving out of town, there's just a lot of things, man. But we just love it. This is what we do. It's not work. This is what we do. It's for fun. We love it. We love it. Yeah.
It's a craft.
It's
a craft.
It's art.
We do it because
and
we
our
love
friends
it.
are doing
Say
it.
something.
And then really quick, sorry. And then also, this. We get this. Yeah. You guys are loving it. You guys come to the table. Oh my God, it was on. And then that gives us really drive. Yeah. Let's go do another one. Let's go. You know what I mean? Let's keep going. Let's make this thing bigger. Let's make it better. So you guys are a big part of it for sure.
Absolutely. Yeah. I wanted to just piggyback off that and just say that, and not just for me, but for everybody up here, that taking a character that has already been established to where I wanted to be, to what I want him to do, to what, where I was aiming for in my head for all along, that's part of what gets me through this, because I love the idea of Andros becoming basically Darth Vader. I love that idea. I think it's fantastic. And, taking Carlos and Zane and Virgil now, to me, he's always going to be Psycho Red, but Virgil, and just showing them grow and progress and all that. I mean, look at the difference between Psycho Red alone, whereas like 20-something years ago on the TV show, he basically would have just tried to murder all of us, just seeing us, and now it's like he works with Andros. That's a little bit of a change, It's a little bit of a difference. A little bit, So it's like, like Roger's saying, but also, taking these characters to where we want them to be, So I love it.
Yeah.
Then John had something.
Yeah. So I'm the newest member here. I just want to, I think the reason why I do this with these guys is to show you guys that this is possible. Because 4 years ago, I was in your seat, and I met these guys for the first time 4 years ago at Power Morphicon. Like, I have pictures with you guys as a guest, And thank you, DJ, for bringing me on. This was an amazing experience. And specifically, I do this for my son over there, so he can, So
Hey, there he is.
So he can kind of say like, hey, this is possible, and for you guys to see like this is possible for you guys too. If you guys ever want to be filmmakers or even actors, this is a possible thing. So.
Yeah. So I want to say something about that. So I've been kind of around for a while. I was moderating the panel earlier, this panel here. So a constant theme is a guy started with, hey, I'm going to do this because I want to do it. And he just did it. When he started, he didn't know any Power Rangers. He was just like, here's what I want to do. I'm going to make it. He didn't even have a channel to upload it to. And he just did it. And same could go for everyone else up here. Like they wanted to act, they wanted to create, and they just went out and did it. So if you could take anything away from either this panel or any of the other panels, is just go out there and do what you want to do what makes you happy. Because at the end of the day, the only person you need to impress is yourself. So do that for yourself, because that's what everyone up here has been doing. And they work hard. Like, honestly, all these guys up here, like, I've heard, like, how hard they work. And you see the beautiful things they've been able to make. So if they're amazingly talented, but if they can do it, you can definitely do it as well. So definitely do yourself a favor and follow that creative little thing you want to do, whether it's writing, acting, making music, doing martial arts, whatever it is, just go and do it. So I just wanted to steal that for a little bit.
Don't make me follow that up, man. Dang.
I know.
Do that after I say my
My
hands
boy
up.
right here with the blue shirt, he's been
audience.
raising his hand up. Yes, you, sir.
Oh, I didn't get to. Oh, okay.
Oh, I'm sorry. I thought you were. I apologize. I didn't know you were. That's all right. Sorry, DJ. Go ahead, DJ. Sorry.
No, I was just gonna just very quickly say, as far as why I do it, it's a privilege. Like honestly, we're working with our heroes, you guys, and I mean that so sincerely. You know what I mean? We watched you guys, we've celebrated you guys, we bought toys because of you guys, type of thing. We role played as you guys. It's legitimately a privilege, and I know Colin and I have these conversations, and heck, even like John and I have these conversations where we're casually saying your guys' names, you know what I mean, and working with you guys. That's weird. And it is a privilege to be able to make any content with your heroes. It's amazing to be associated with it in any degree or any capacity. And there's a lot of unsung heroes. There's a lot of people who help make this happen, even on our resources. You know what I mean? We have Deca over here, the voice of Deca. You know what I mean?
Davey.
Who's Davey?
Davey.
We
Davey.
have,
Stand up, Davey.
so,
Stand up. Just stand up.
there you go. The voice of Deca.
There you go.
And now he's Alexa.
And now he's Alexa. But no, between that and all the series we're a part of in the extended universe, Daniel Castro, as you know, is our prop maker and production manager. We have the extended universe over here. We have ATO Worldwide. We have, I know Alexandra was here. We have Ali Cat over here, who's instrumental. We have Valdez. I mean, we have Michael McRae. You know what I mean? We're surrounded by friends and family, which I guess echoes what Colin says. I'll wrap it up. My point is, it's a privilege, and we know a lot of you. We recognize a lot of you, and we're meeting for the first time here at Power Morphicon. Again, we all started as fans, and again, it's a privilege. So thank you.
Thank you, DJ. That's
Thank you.
really nice, man. That landed big time in the heart. Thanks, bro.
Now, his question now, the blue one. Cut you, the blue one.
Yeah, I just want to say one thing really quick, piggybacking on DJ. It's like, honestly, like, because he says, it's a privilege and thank you very much. But, we're just people too, I know we created this show that went, global and stuff, but we're people. I don't see myself any different than DJ or these gentlemen here or anybody or you guys. We show up, we collaborate, we just do the work, and that's it, but thanks, DJ, that's really nice.
Thank you, brother.
So one last question from our friend in the blue tank top back here, and then we'll wrap it up.
Are we looking at young Andros? I mean, you got the hair, you got the physique. I respect it. To answer your question directly, we'd love to at least touch on a lot of the unanswered questions. Yeah. How did we get here? What's been happening between time gaps? Also, just evolution of characters. I mean, there's a reason why the Red Raid, and here's one thing I love about the Bloodlines series. There's no defined good guys versus bad guys. There's a lot of objectives. There's a lot of agendas. There's a lot of moral gray. Again, at the end of the day, Andros and his team is fighting to protect the grid, while the coalition, don't get me wrong, there's some head honchos that aren't so great, but they're not an evil organization, but they're controversial. They're draining the grid. They're killing the grid energy. But the premier, who's like the emperor of our series, not a great person.
Yeah, it's not so great.
I have a question for you. What's your son's name?
That's right. So for those who didn't hear, this man's
His son's name is Andros.
Andros Lee.
Andros.
Andros Lee. The character and the actor name. Come on, man.
Awesome.
Great question, brother.
That's cool. That it? Come on.
Wow.
I think there's a special announcement coming, and I'm buying time right now. So hang on real quick.
We're
going to do the morph at the end.
We're going to
for
do the morph
sure.
at the end.
So there is a surprise. I'm gonna grab it right now.
You want me to try to get
What?
Here we go.
What's that ugly thing? What is that?
Okay.
the main villain of Bloodline of the Grid. Here it is.
Okay, so here's the thing. Hold on, let me body here a little bit. Okay, everybody watch Power Rangers in Space. Ever heard of that show before?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, good. We're all on the same page then. Okay, there was a tiny little character that was on one episode. It was he was a tiny little puppet duck thing, anglerfish. I don't know what the hell he was, but he was a mutant alien thing, and he was so adorable and lovely that our beautiful, wonderful friend over here, Tiffany, with the very fiery red hair, she made us a piñata so Roger and I could show this character all our love for him. So, go for it.
You could find
That's how you do a segue, right?
our episodes of Bloodline. That was a great.
Wonderful.
First of all, thank you. You can find us on social media. Are we going to announce that at the end? I feel like we're all going to do.
Yeah, we're gonna announce that at the end. We will do all of the social media stuff and.
So we'll do our
all that stuff.
social media stuff at the
I'll
end.
plug
But you
this though real quick. Bloodlineofthegrid.com. That's it.
really quick, if you want to watch the episodes, bloodlineofthegrid.com. We'll plug our stuff in a minute. I feel like so much is happening behind me.
Hey guys, get this on camera if you miss it.
I'm going to get up now.
DJ,
Go viral.
Yes.
don't worry, you're fine.
Remember those OSHA violations?
Yes, they gave me.
I never agreed with this.
We're improvising.
Yeah, we gotta improvise on this shit. So. Try not.
Please don't hit Andrew.
Try not to hit me.
I'm coming from the Red Raider.
Come on, you're still good.
He slipped out of my hand. My hands are clapping.
You're good. No! You're getting hurt. Oh! Oh! Oh my God!
Come on!
What the hell did you make this thing out of? What the fuck kind of newspaper is this? Oh! You lost the string. Beat the shit out of him.
Stomp on it!
Oh,
Stomp on it!
We're gonna lose your head. Hold on. Can we see the body? Booze. Now we want you to see what our beautiful friend here is made of.
We saw that
Oh
coming.
shit.
It's sleeping.
He's full of alcohol. Who wants Johnny? Who wants Johnny Walker? Huh? You got a Jose Cuervo? I'm giving the job.
So, with all that being said, can we get a morph?
Yeah, let's do it. Chris. I will. Chris, you got a card so these people can be arrested. Yeah.
This never happened.
All right, we're gonna stop it right now. We're gonna wrap it up. That went a lot better than I thought it would.
So, if you're gonna drink, please be at least 21. Do it responsibly, please. Thank you.
You gotta do this. I'll say ready. Ready? Okay. I'll say.
Beautiful. I love it. Okay, boys, we're gonna do a little quick morph. Then we're done. So,
Ready?
I forgot how I did it again. I'm different. I'm not.
Let's make room.
here we go. We good? Everybody good? Got room?
No.
Shut up. Just go. All right, boys, you ready?
Ready! Omega Access, SPD emergency.
Shipping to space. Let's rock it.
Let's rock it!
Let's rock it!
Let's rock it!
Let's go psycho.
That was like the best timed one I've ever done.
So, with all that being said,
Perfectly timed.
on social media, where can we find you? And for everyone else who's here tomorrow, definitely go visit them at the booths. They're all clustered around the same area. So you find one Space Ranger, you'll find them all. DJ and Colin are at booth 525.
My name's Colin K. Bass. You can find me at everything Colin K. Bass. But if you want to check out the Power Rangers Extended Universe, check out Nerdbot Studios and Crimson Vision Studios.
DJ Rivers again. You can find me at Instagram, mainly at dj.2.rivers.
It's It's nice and easy. Chris Kamen Lee, and you can find me on Instagram at Christopher Kamen Lee, but also I live stream on Twitch, and that's just Chris Kamen Lee. So there we go.
You guys can find me at the beach, and
Probably true.
It's true.
that's why I'm so dark. And official Roger Velasco on IG, and official Roger Velasco on Facebook, and the Velasco on Twitter.
I'm not official. I'm just Justin Nemo. That's Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, MySpace, and whatever else is out there.
Google Plus.
Yes, MySpace.
Just
I forgot.
My turn.
My bad.
Just the one I made for Psycho Red. It's very simple. The Psycho Red at Instagram.
Oh, he is also on Tinder.
And I am John Tiang, JOHNTING. I'm on Instagram and Facebook.
Okay, so what I would love to do real quick, we're going to take a group
on.
picture.
Don't forget, guys, Nerdbots.
All right, you guys want to
Nerdbots.
come
Everybody's
closer
serious.
to the table? Let's take a huge group photo.
Yeah, this is cool. Get in, you guys.
Yeah. Then we'll be facing that.
Wait, what? Huh? Yeah. Hey, what are we doing?
Big selfie.
Somebody can hold it that far. Who's got the longest hands?
Who has the longest arm? Not me.
Everybody crowd in. Everybody crowd in.
Here we go. Everyone to the front. Here we go. 1. Oh my God. Awesome.
Yay!
We have the best friends and fans in the world. Thank you so much.
Thank you all for being here tonight.